Hey everybody, welcome back to Airsoftology Mondays, the show that answers your questions, helps you out in a pinch, and also gives away a G&G GR-15 Raider. That's right, this is the giveaway day. I'm your host, Jonathan Higgs, and we are going to be announcing the winner of that. In fact, it was a really tight group. I was surprised to see so few entries considering how many questions we get down below. So I actually got 20 qualifying entries that came in through email. So the field is really thin. If you did put an entry in, you have a great chance, a 1 in 20 chance of picking that up. Also, if your video doesn't get shown throughout this video here, your question, don't worry, I'm going to save some of those for later, but you're still in the running. So if you submitted it, you followed the rules, and I got them in by contest cutoff, then you are in the running, and I'm making that announcement here at the end of this video. Also, want to talk about what's coming up. I've got a ton of things going on. I want to kind of lay out what's going on for the rest of the spring and almost into early summer for us in events. It's already filling out. So first up, I have Bad Karma Noob Day. That is going to be coming up here in a few weeks, end of March, sorry. So about a month out from Bad Karma Noob Day. Cannot wait for that. It's a huge event. Going to have well over 1,000 players. So if you guys are in the Nashville, Tennessee area, definitely come out to that. I think almost every major retailer and distributor from national retailers, national distributors are going to be here. I'm incredibly excited. This year it's going to be bigger than ever. And last year I think we had 1,100, around 1,100 players, not just people there. So definitely worth doing. And it's $5. Money goes to charity. Also after that, 1st of April will be at SS Airsoft, their 5-year anniversary, which is going to be a really big one. I was talking to Steve about that, of how huge the SS Airsoft 5-year is going to be. So I will be there for that as well. When it comes to major events, I'll be doing Operation Copperhead at the end of April. That'll be my first Milsim Op of this calendar year. And then on the heels of that, about a month or so later, I will be hitting up the Broken Home 4, I think it is this year. Yeah, so Operation Broken Home in Oklahoma. So guys, that's it through the early spring or mid-spring for Airsoftology events and appearances. If there's something you want to see me hit up in the summertime, I know it gets kind of hot here in the South, but if you got games going on, let me know. I was also going to try to hit John Liu's event that was in March, but unfortunately the one in South Carolina got rescheduled, and I think it's moved to November. It's at this huge factory, so stay tuned into the year for that one as well. Also this week, a lot of videos, so kind of if you're looking for the reviews, I'm going to have the SHOT Show videos. I've got a few left to put up, and then I'm going to have regular reviews. They're going to be marked in my thumbnails, and they'll be marked in the title as well. So if you are looking for SHOT Show stuff or looking for just my normal reviews, just kind of weed through everything, or heck, if you like it, watch it all. That's what I really love. But guys, enough about what's going on this week and the next few months. Let's get into your video and written questions so we can get to the winner.
What's up, Jonathan? Do AEGs have to be oiled, and do you have to crack open the gearbox to grease the gears, or is that a bad idea? I've only ever had one AEG before, and I'm not sure if I should be tearing it apart and greasing and oiling everything like my gas blowback pistols. So yeah, is it a good idea or no?
All right, so that's actually a good question, and yeah, you do have to lube them. So over time, the way the mech box works is, obviously there's gears, grease in there from the factory, and the gears turn, the gears spin, and that stuff kind of gets thrown to the side or it starts to break down. So yes, there is a maintenance component involved with airsoft. But that said, I know a lot of people who haven't even cracked their mech box open in years on their AEGs. Personally, for me, depending on how much I play, will work on a gun between every 6 months and every year for maintenance. So it just kind of varies depending on how much I'm using it. If I'm doing a lot of full auto shooting, let's say I have a SAW or something like that, and I'm using it in the support role, I'm gonna really work on that a lot more often because you're gonna see a ton more rounds go through it. If you guys play a lot of indoor and it's full auto and you're running box mags, you're definitely gonna wanna kind of do it sooner than later, maybe that 6-month mark. But keep in mind too, you're looking at a warranty situation here. So if you're gonna open that mech box up, you're gonna avoid your warranty. So some of the companies that have longer warranties like G&G, Elite Force, and those kind of companies, you will violate that warranty. So just kind of balance that out, decide, and then really kind of weigh your options before you do your maintenance.
Hey Jonathan, love the channel. So my question is it 100% necessary to have a Mosfet while you are running a 11.1 LiPo battery? So I've had the gun for about a couple months now. I haven't had any type of issues, and I'm just wondering, what are the benefits, if any, of running a Mosfet while you have an 11.1 LiPo battery? Thanks.
Okay, from your video there, it looks like you got a G&G Combat Machines. I'm not sure if I'd run a LiPo, or especially a high C-rated LiPo, which is kind of the charge and discharge rate, max current on that gun. It is kind of like the entry-ish level of the nicer airsoft stuff. So once you get out of the Walmart type guns, you moved in. It's kind of designed for that level. Like I said, I probably wouldn't run a LiPo on that one per se, but if it works for you, hey, keep running it. To be honest though, do you need a Mosfet? No, not necessarily. I know there's some people that will argue very much against me in the comments. It's like, oh, to be LiPo ready, you gotta have a Mosfet. I don't believe that. Does it help? Yes. Does it help prevent trigger contact burnout and those kind of things? Absolutely. Will it help in your trigger response? Yes, it will. Will it help lower resistance? Yeah. It's a lot of benefits to a Mosfet. Is it required? No. I don't think so. I mean, I would definitely say no. Just be prepared that if you are running a higher C rated, or you have like maybe more of an entry level or mid-tier gun, that you might have a bit more maintenance coming sooner than later on that gun, especially around the electrical system, trigger contacts and such.
Hi, Jonathan. This is Eric and Brady from the Muscatine Airsoft Radio Podcast. What is a good Milsim game or large-scale game that allows a group of high schoolers to go? We're a part of a team of high schoolers, and we're looking for a good one to go to. Thanks. Bye.
So yeah, I know American Milsim allows it, and I think some, if vouched for, some of the John Lou events do. Those kind of events will allow for it. It really depends, like to your point, where they're playing. Sometimes the AO restricts it. So if you're on a military base, it is 18 and up. There's no negotiation on that one, and that comes from the DoD and the actual military bases. But for some of the other ones, no, it's fine. I know at American Milsim, for example, Operation Broken Home, they fully allow under the age of 18 to come play. In fact, I play with a lot of players that are under the age of 18. So yeah, definitely if you are looking for something, look into their stuff. They actually put on some great events, and Broken Home is kind of their big flagship event, which I will be at this year.
Hey guys, this is Ben and Wes from Tiger Airsoft, and our question is, if you could design your own line of airsoft guns, what would the company name be, what would the company be geared towards, and what would some other details be?
Sticking with the scientific theme, I would actually probably do something a little tongue-in-cheek, probably like Pew Squared Airsoft Products. Robo's one of my friends. He has like Pew Pew Time up here, watch Robo's videos, but I always like the whole Pew Pew Time, and everybody's using Pew Pew and BB Wars and all that. But sticking with the scientific thing, Pew Squared, I think it would be pretty cool to have as a name for an airsoft gun product line. I'd have something probably in every range. Definitely some humor. I'd give all the guns some kind of crazy, wacky names, like give them a real name, not like just the MP177 XM4. I would actually call them like Face Shooter 9000. Not that I approve of that, but you know, I'd have a little fun with it. I think that would be the kind of the unique spin on an airsoft gun line, but always have a little humor, a little tech, a little science in there, and just not take myself too seriously.
Hey Jonathan, got a question. Would real gun oil help lubricating a slide, like in the slide rails, or on top of the slide where the barrel meets the slide? Or should I just stick with like a lightweight silicone or a heavyweight silicone?
So yeah, actually it's a really good question, and personally I use real lube on my slide rails. That's just personally what I use, and on the spring guide and things like that inside my gas blowback pistols, especially one like this one, which is the CZP09 Tactical. I do have the green gas mag in right now, but it also has CO2 mags. Same thing goes for like the Elite Force 1911A1 Tac. So the CO2 has a lot more power. I'm a big fan of using the actual real steel gun lube on the slide itself. Now, when you get down to the parts inside, like the hammer spring and the hammer mechanism and the trigger mechanism, I do use silicone down in there. That's just personally my use. There's a lot of great ones out there. In fact, I think behind me I got some murder oil here. I've been working on a sniper rifle project for an M40 build, M40A3 build. So I've been using the heavy murder oil on some of the components in there, but some of the metal to metal contacts in the sniper rifle, I have been using real firearm lubricant too. So yeah, it's really up to you what you want to use. I haven't had any issue at all. I would just probably keep it away from the cylinder and the piston and all that area inside of this. So actually the floating valve, any of the firing mechanism up here kind of in this this part of the gun. But on the rails and everything else, heck yeah, go for it. That's what I do. All right, guys, that's it for questions this week, which means it's time for the video recommendation of the week. And this one is a little gem that's been hiding on the internet, only has a couple thousand views. It is from Airsoft GI, their GI Uncut channel. So it's a second channel. Now, again, it's like, well, Jonathan, why are you sharing like a retailer's video? Just, you know, it's like, what is it, a product review? No, no, no. This is golden. This is Tim. Now, you know Tim's over at Crytek now. He's the marketing manager for Crytek, or marketing director, I think, for Crytek Firearms and Defiance and some of the other brands around the Chris family. But this one is so golden. I'd love to play the audio for you, but it's Kanye West and his licensed music, and I can't put it on the channel. But in fact, it's already over. It's so fast. So I just got to tell you, it's so worth it. It's a little mini music video with him in it. I'm going to put the link down below. It's only got like a couple thousand views. It is absolutely internet gold. So click the link, check it out, and enjoy this little gem I found. All right, it is time, guys. I got the lucky bucket choosing here, and we're gonna put all the names. So what I've done is actually got 20 entries. So even if you guys didn't get a video in here, fear not, you are in the running. So I got all these sheets. Hang on, let me not drop any. So I got everybody right here, written, handwritten, based on your email, so I can at least track you guys down. So I might be using your email name, so not your channel name. So they're all gonna go in the bucket. Hopefully don't fall through the vent holes. That would really stink, and then I have to pick it off the floor. So here they all are in the bucket. All right, I'm just gonna mix them around so I can't see them. I'm gonna hold this way up so you guys can see. I can't see in the bucket, but you can. And I'm gonna pick this one right here. And the winner is Taiga Airsoft. I don't know if you guys can see that. Taiga Airsoft, congratulations. You are the winner of the G&G GR-15 giveaway. I'll be hitting you guys up via the email you sent your submission in on, so stay tuned, check your inbox and all that, and I'll get your information and get it shipped out to you later on this week. But guys, congratulations again. For everybody that entered, thank you so much for putting your entries in. I really appreciate it. I love the video questions. In fact, I may try to start doing some video questions in the future. But yes, thank you so very much. And congratulations again to Taiga Airsoft for taking this thing, and for the other 19 of you in here that sent in some fantastic questions. And stay tuned, your question might end up on a future show. All right, guys, that's it for the show. Thank you so much for joining me every week. Of course, I love this. If you guys put a comment down below and got some questions there, I'm gonna start saving those up. I might try to get 2-part Mondays to catch up on those questions, because I got some really great ones from there, as well as questions you guys are gonna put on this show. And again, congratulations to the winner of the G&G GR-15 Raider. I'll be shooting an email back to you on the email you sent to me, so just check that inbox and just respond when you get it in. And to everybody that entered, thank you so much for those questions. I got some other great ones. I'm going to save them for a future show, so stay tuned. You'll see those pop up throughout. So don't take your videos down. Make sure to leave them up. I'm going to still use those in the future. So again, thank you guys so much. If you guys want to get your question on the show, just put it in the comment section below. If you want an Airsoftology patch, don't forget I got those in the store. Links down in the description. And until next week, go out, play some Airsoft, have some fun. No matter what you do though, call your freaking hits.